Hello everybody, this is James Bernard from Propellerhead Software. This week, my video is going to be focusing on creating sounds that are edgy and aggressive. In a lot of today's electronic music genres, producers are using some really aggressive or edgy type sounds that are really in your face. And I wanted to give you some tips and ways that you could create those sounds using Reason and Record Duo. What I've done for this video is I've actually created 4 new patches that are combinators, and these are effects patches that you can use on either any preset sound or audio loops or tracks that are in your record file. What we're going to do is go over how you can use them and tweak them to get some really in-your-face type sounds. I'm going to use a preset bass synth patch from the factory sound bank, something that's not very aggressive to begin with. Maybe this one. Next, I'll use the browser to load one of the 4 new combinator effects patches that I created for this video. As the names imply, these patches are multi-band effects, and there's a good reason why I chose to make them multi-band. In this example, we're using a bass sound, so I want to make this sound more aggressive, but I don't want to lose the low end. When you use effects like distortion, wave shaping, or bit crushing, you may find that while the sound does have the aggressive character that you're looking for, it might be lacking in some of the lower frequencies. By splitting these effects into 4 separate bands, we have the ability to dial in some nasty, cutting-edge characteristics and really make the sound stand out in the mix. Okay, so let's have a look at the 4 different effects that I've created. There's a multi-band foldback distortion, a multi-band lo-fi and bit crush, a multi-band wave shaper, and a multi-band scream distortion. I'm not going to go into the details of how I created these patches and the band splitting right now, as I've covered some of that in my 52 Tips series videos. For now, let's focus on the parameters that we can tweak to sculpt the sound. I've got this little bass line that's playing, and I'm going to use the multi-band scream distortion for this. There are some knobs in this combinator here that you can use like wide brush strokes to get a certain texture starting point. But the real magic happens when we go into the combinator by showing the devices and adjust some of the parameters on each Scream 4 device. One thing to note is that small changes to the damage amount, parameters 1 and 2, and the body section can make a really big difference in the sonic mayhem that we're after. Also, make sure that you try bypassing the effect on some of the bands using the 4 combinator buttons, and also try soloing bands using the mixer here. You never know, the sound that you're after might just be lurking in just a specific band range. Okay, now let's try a multi-band bit crusher on the drums and tweak a few settings here. Okay, last thing. Let's take that bass line, duplicate the track and device, add a new note lane, and transpose it up 3 octaves. And let's put some multi-band wave shaping on it. Now we're flexing some skills. Sorry. Here's the download link to get the patches. Make sure to enter it exactly as you see here, capitalization and all. Have a play with these effects and see what kind of nasty, gritty, dirty sounds you can coax out as well.